Hello friends, my name is Pavandeep. I'm from Signature Visas. As you all know, cracking the IELTS exam is not an easy task. To get the golden score of 8,777, which is also CLB 9, has become a major problem for a lot of people. Candidates are struggling to get this desired score in IELTS and not able to apply for their immigration or their study visas. So today I'm going to tell you some important tips and tricks which will help you to prepare for your exam and help you to get you the desired score. To begin with, you must understand the exam format. A lot of time candidates think that it is just an English exam, and since they have studied in good school, college or working in a professional environment, so they don't need to prepare and they can simply go and sit for the exam. But this overconfidence can hit you hard when you do not get your desired score. You must familiarize yourself with the structure of the exam and the type of questions they can ask you over there. This will help you to understand and there will be no surprises in the exam. Be confident, not overconfident. So let's start with the listening section. It is obvious that if you listen to English programs, movies, podcasts, your listening ability will definitely improve. But sometimes this is not enough. I'm sure candidates who have already given the exams would know that the last section of the listening part is very difficult. Within few seconds, the complete paragraph is completed and we struggle to understand. To improve on the listening skills, I have been using a technique which has helped a lot of my candidates. When listening to the mock test questions or listening to a conversation on YouTube, increase the speed of the video by 1.25 to 1.5. Initially, you will struggle to understand the conversation, but slowly you will get used to it, and this will be very, very helpful when you are doing the last section of your listening module. Let's talk about reading now. Reading a variety of material such as news articles, academic texts, literature will again help you a lot. But this is again not enough. You need to learn the technique of scanning and skimming. This means that it is not necessary that you have to read the entire paragraph. Just skim through it. Understand the gist of it. Also you need to do is that you have to read the questions before you start reading the paragraph. You will see that your brain will automatically recognize the important lines and sometimes the answers as well. So learn the technique of skimming and scanning of a paragraph, and that will definitely help you to improve your reading skills. Let's talk about the next module, which is writing, which I know is a nightmare for most of the candidates, as a lot of people get stuck with 6.5 band and do not get 7 band in there. I have a separate video only discussing how to get 7 bands. Remember, the examiners are not deliberately giving you 6.5. It is the candidate's writing skill that which leads to 6.5 and not 7. The best technique to get 7 bands in the writing is to understand the marking scheme of writing. There is a document that states what is required to get 7 bands in IELTS. It's called Public Descriptors. The link of this document is given in the description below, so you can download from there. Most of the candidates lack to understand the question properly, and this leads to a low score. You need to read the question at least 2 to 3 times and understand exactly what they are asking. I will give you an example on that. Suppose the question says, these days children and adults are too much dependent on technology. What are the reasons of their dependency? Most of the candidates will write overall reason of dependencies on the technology, which is okay. But technically, in the question they have mentioned children and adults. So if you do not give reasons for both children and adults, then you will get 6.5 only, because you didn't complete the task by answering the both parts of the question children and adults, you are getting a low score. Similarly, you are using informal words in a formal letter or vice versa leads to 6.4, 6.5. Using inappropriate language leads to 6.5. So there are many reasons that land up you in a low score. I will recommend you to understand and how to improve on your writing scores. Do watch my other video which is dedicated especially for the writing module only. So let's talk about speaking section now. To improve your speaking skills, the best way is to speak in front of the mirror. This will definitely increase your confidence while you are speaking. Use different tenses, past tense, present tense, future tense during your conversation with the examiner. This shows your range of language. Use better vocabulary words. There are many websites that give you vocabulary words for the specific domains like education, health, environment. So if you use the technical words from the same domain, then definitely you will get a better score in speaking also. I'll give you an example for that as well. So if you are talking about electric cars and you talk about use of batteries in the car, so instead of just using the batteries, say lithium batteries. So using the vocabulary from the same domain help you to score better bands. In addition to this, practice, test as many as possible. Practice makes man perfect, and this is true. I recommend that practice at least 10 mock tests before you sit for the exam. I hope my techniques and tips will help you and get you the desired score. So do leave your comments if you like any of these suggestions. I'll be glad to share more information on that for you. Thank you.